We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Cleveland Browns and the Seattle Seahawks. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Cam's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
20.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Seahawks at 7-1 now on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that can ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
From the gun, here's Newton. It's complete to Lockett. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. At this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. On 2nd and goal, Newton. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Seahawks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson, he's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Watson now to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 41, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. From the red zone now, Watson. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a 1-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. On 2nd and 9, Newton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wound up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
Chubb with a 1st down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 41, Watson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they've been seeking.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Watson on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Chubb on the read option. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Third and goal, they're going with Chubb. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down by about a yard. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A final shot before the break. Newton. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Watson off play action, rolling to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From the 27, Newton looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
For the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career. That's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that. And even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
Now Chubb running right. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Well, this red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
York able to send this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle, and even 70 yards. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. Lead is now 14-10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Watson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, 26 yards.
And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Wide open, Amari Cooper. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's got his receiver, Cooper. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They fake the give. Newton. And that will be incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
On fourth down, Newton. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for first downs. If they think the air is the best place to do it, then so be it. In addition, you probably got a quarterback gets a nice bonus if he keeps completing passes. So they want to keep throwing the football? Fine by me.
2nd and 5 now. Newton. This is caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Seahawks have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in. Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game. This taken in at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board. They begin this drive with Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did. Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Chubb on the counter. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it. I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Quadra.